In this video, we're going to be taking a look at what's new in Apple Music for iOS 18.2. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. iOS 18 finally released for the iPhone, and there's a whole bunch of new features that we got with iOS 18.2. I actually do have a video on some of the best new features that we got in iOS 18.2, which you can find in the top right hand corner. I'll also leave a link to that in the description below. But in this video, I want to go over all the new changes that we got in Apple Music with iOS 18.2. There's not too many, but there are notable few changes that we got for Apple Music. The biggest one being the ability to use natural language search in Apple Music. Now what that's going to allow you to do is you can search for different kind of musics based on different moods, emotions, even on different eras, even about different objects as well. So if you want to listen to music from, let's say, the 90s Christmas music, you can search that up. If you want to see some sad music from the 2000s, or any type of thing that you want to really search, you'll have the ability to search right within the search bar in Apple Music. Now this is not limited to Apple Music, it actually works in Apple TV as well. So if you're looking for different kind of movies or movies with certain actors, you'll be able to do this now in the Apple TV application as well. So if you're looking for musical movies, you can just search for those and it's going to give you a better search of what those type of movies might be. And it just, the list goes on. You can actually customize it based on whatever you're looking for. So you're going to get better results in Apple Music and in Apple TV based on the natural language search. Next, Apple Music added support for disc numbers. So if you're listening to an album in Apple Music and they happen to have like a multi-disc album, you can go into Apple Music and it's going to show you disc 1, disc 2 based on how it's set up by the artist. And if you wanted to just go ahead and click on disc 1 or disc 2, it's just going to play music from that disc specifically. So if you have a favorite album that's multi-disc, you can just see if you like disc 2, then you can just play disc 2 music. It simply allows you to differentiate the disc numbers. I know there's a lot of music out there that have multiple discs, maybe a deluxe edition and then a standard edition. So if they have 2 disc albums, you'll be able to distinguish which one is which now in Apple Music. And finally, Apple is finally bringing back the volume slider on the lock screen. This was teased in the iOS 18.2 betas and it's finally out with iOS 18.2. It's not only limited to the Apple Music, you can use it with Spotify and other media players as well, but I want to include it because this is a feature that we used to have, but Apple just happened to take it away, and now it's finally back as an accessibility option. It might not be on by default, but if you go into the settings, accessibility, audio and visual, there's going to be an option to always show the volume control. Once that is turned on, whenever you're listening to any type of media and you have it on the lock screen, you can customize the volume directly on the screen without having to adjust it on the volume rocker. So you can have a visual representation of what the volume is looking like, and you can interact with it as well to make it lower or make it higher based on what you want at that time. And that's pretty much everything new in Apple Music for iOS 18.2. If you guys want to see out the previous videos, I do have videos on iOS 18.1, iOS 18, and even the older versions. So if you guys want to stay up to date, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.